A reading from the book of Amos. Amaziah, priest of Bethel, said to Amos, "Off with you, visionary. Flee to the land of Judah. There earn your bread by prophesying, but never again prophesy in Bethel, for it is the king's sanctuary and a royal temple." Amos answered Amaziah, "I was no prophet, nor have I belonged to a company of prophets. I was a shepherd and a dresser of sycamores. The Lord took me from following the flock and said to me, 'Go, prophesy to my people Israel.'" The word of the Lord.
Our first reading for this Sunday comes from the prophet Amos, and we would like to reflect on the reality of mission. Every one of us has received a mission from God. Now, we turn to Amos. Wow, Amos was confronted by the priest of Bethel, a sanctuary in the north called Israel. And this priest tells Amos, the prophet, "Hey, go home. Go back to your place." You know, Amos came from the south, the kingdom of Judah. Wow. Amos was not welcomed in that shrine, that sanctuary. And this priest, by the name Amaziah, tells him, "Look, you seer, why don't you leave us alone? This sanctuary, Bethel, is the king's sanctuary. Why don't you leave us alone? Do not disturb our peace." Now, if you go through the book of the prophet Amos, you will understand why this priest Amaziah really wanted Amos back home to Judah. Because Amos had some harsh words for people who practiced injustice, fraud. He did not mince words to attack those who were not fulfilling the demands of justice according to God's purposes. Now, I don't think anyone would want to welcome a person like Amos. Now, Amaziah said, "Okay, you are a prophet, prophesy elsewhere. You belong to Judah, prophesy there, but do not come to our place. This is not the place for you to practice your mission as a prophet." That became the occasion for Amos to explain to Amaziah and to us what mission is all about. Amos tells Amaziah that he was not originally a prophet. He does not even belong to a community, a school of prophets. He was not professionally trained to be a prophet, to be a proclaimer and interpreter of scriptures. He said he was a lowly shepherd. He took care of sheep. He was also a dresser of sycamores. So his world was the world of agriculture. His world was the world of herding animals. But then he said, God intervened in my life. God took me out of the flock and told me to prophesy. This is mission. Mission is not self-chosen. Mission does not mean self-appointment. I do what I want to do. Mission is God determining what God wants you to do for Him and for His people. When we're talking of mission, there is no self-designation, there is no self-appointment. It is only God who has a purpose for you, and God who chooses you, who takes you out even of your old life, the life of your choice, in order for you to fulfill not your desire, but the purpose God has for you. Now, Amos is teaching us that. My dear brothers and sisters, all of us are in some forms of life or lifestyle or career. Have you ever thought of this question? Am I doing what I am doing because I chose this, or because this is God's purpose for me? Are you in your way of life simply because it was your choice, or did you discern what God really means for you? For it is only when we have a sense of mission that we are able to be productive even against all odds. When a person is fired up by a sense of mission, you may set walls, hills, mountains in front of him or her, and that person will persevere. Please reflect on this. Are you a person of mission?